Hey everybody, this this video is a response to a question I was asked by one of my sub friends, Susan Aikens. I hope I said that right. Aiken. But she asked, in a SHTF situation, what trade items, what items would I trade or barter? Um, I done a video before this a while back, but Me, I first off, I wouldn't start doing any type of trading or looking to trade for about 90 days. Because simple fact, that will get rid of a lot of people. You know, things will start settling down. Groups and communities will be formed. Um, so I wouldn't do any trading until about after 90 days. Then when I did go trade, I would definitely take a long path away from my area, and I would take, you know, very few bartering items. Like I might take between 5, maybe 10. Just depends. Um, a lot of people says, well, that's not a lot. You can't get a lot with that. If you go to, say, a trading area is 5 miles away from you, and you go there with a cartload of goods, people are going to look at you like, oh, he's loaded, so we're going to follow him back. And or, you'll be heading back, and next thing you know, you got a bullet in your head, and your stuff's gone. So that's why I would just take limited supplies to trade. And on your way back, don't take the same way in. Um, same route you took going, I would take a different route back. Another thing, never go to a trading center alone. That way, going to the trading center, you could get jumped. Coming back from the trading area, you could get jumped. And if you're by yourself, it's going to be hard. So always take 1 to 2 extra people with you, so that way they can cover you. And when you're sitting at the trading, center, somebody might get your attention, because this happens to me sometimes at the flea market. Somebody try to get my attention and pull me away while their friend over there is trying to steal something. That's why I always bring my son or my wife or somebody like that who can cover the other areas. Now, sorry, I'm out of breath. um, the trade items. I would, seeds, garden seeds would be one of the top items on the list. Um, ammo, or, pieces of, parts to rifles and stuff like that. Because you're going to find that stuff. I wouldn't take my own personal ammo or anything like that. If I'm out scavenging and I come across somebody who kicked a bucket and they got a pistol or a rifle and some ammo, I would definitely take that for a trade item. Um, a lot of people says, oh, don't take ammo or firearms because they can turn around and use it on you. When you go to these trading posts, you don't go empty-handed. You go armed too. Um, Clothes like boots and stuff like that is going to be, you know, a good trade item. And again, there are going to be plenty of dead laying around. Live off the dead, scavenge off the dead. If you have to. If you're out and you come across somebody who's fallen and killed her, got killed, or just couldn't, and you walk into a house and somebody's blown their brains out and they've got gear, don't let that gear sit there and go to waste. Take it, because you're they're dead. What good is that gear going to do them? take it. You may use it. Your family might use it. You can barter their gear. Um, so keep that in mind. Morals is going to be out the windows. Ethics is going to be out the windows. You're going to have to do what you have to do to survive. Um, Another trade item would, now this is iffy, would be medical. I wouldn't trade any antibiotics. I would not trade any antibiotics or anything like that. But, if you've got 10 bottles of Tylenol, I would take one of those bottles of Tylenol to trade, or Neosporin, or A&D ointment, or what's that stuff? Athlete athlete's foot cream, something like that. Um, because people's going to be getting cut and stuff like that all the time. Deodorant, I would trade deodorant. Um, Toothpaste is another one I would trade. Soap, I don't know about that because you make your own soap. So I'm not sure on that. But just sit back and think what you would need. Because if you're in a city, I would get out of the city. Because a lot of people are going to be going to the deserts, going to the swamps, going to the mountains, going to the deep forest. And you're going to need a lot of stuff. Because, let me turn you around here, guys. This is where I'm working at. And this is not deep forest. This is just the outskirts of some farmland that they went in there and they've logged. And I'm getting the treetops out for firewood. So, imagine living in something like this. How are you going to do it? You could break an axe handle and you could trade for an axe handle. You might need a pick because you forgot to bring one, or a Maddox because you forgot to bring one, or yours is broke. There's all kinds of stuff you're going to need. Everybody says, well, I've got everything I need. Eventually, something's going to run out, or you think you've got everything you're going to need, and when a SHTF situation happens, there are going to be one or two items like, oh crap, I forgot it, and you're going to need it. So, that's some of my items I would barter with and, use. Candles. People are going to be making candles, so you can, do some trading with candles. Honey. If you're the person, if you got a homestead or something like that, it's got honeybees on there, and you make your own honey, you'll be sitting on a gold mine, because a lot of people will be after the honey. Alcohol, like wine and liquor, I would kind of, slowly start trading that after 90 days, because like I said, the market will be flooded, because that's where a lot of people is going to go. They'll hit these liquor stores and stuff like that to get the free booze and the cigarettes and stuff like that, instead of going out getting food and water and stuff they really need. They're going to be hitting the liquor stores and getting cigarettes and beer and Jack and Southern Comfort and wine and vodka and everything like that. So it's going to be flooded for a little while. I wouldn't barter. Now, if you're set up to make wine, homemade wine or moonshine, you're gonna be setting pretty good too. But that, Susan, I hope that kind of answered your question and helped you make some decisions. But just kind of sit back and think of what people just think what if you're out here in the woods, say 4 or 5 months later, what would you run out of? That's what I would buy extra of, and that's what I would trade with. You know, fresh vegetables too. You know, tomatoes, zucchini, cucumbers, corn. You know, I would take some of that, gnats. I would take some of that to trade as well. But never, ever, ever, ever trade where your bug out area is, or where your home is, or wherever you're staying is. Never trade. Always get away from your area. Never let nobody know where you're at. Because, like I said, that can get you killed. But I hope that helped you, Susan, and you know, anybody else out there has got good ideas about barter items, you know, write them down in the comments, because I might not have thought about it and you've thought about it, and if you write it down and share it, you know, that's helping everybody else, and I really do appreciate it. Like I said, I got great subs, and we're always putting ideas down, helping one another. So that's why I'm still on YouTube, because I got great subs. But anyway, I'm going to get back to work because I got a lot. I mean, there's hickory, red oak, white oak, cherry. There's some walnut. There's fresh cut ash. I got tons of it, you know, and I'm on kind of on a limit, because the farmers are going to, mid-May, they're going to start planting soybeans. So I got to get enough to take me through the summer. Then in mid-September, they'll be cutting the soybeans, and that way I can get back in here. So from now until mid-May, I got to bust butt to get enough to sell through, you know, the summertime, people stocking up for the fall and winter. But anyway, guys, be safe. Have a good day. Keep preparing, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.